back alive. And he had found out that the sun's energy used inside for exercise was the best way to keep them. So at this small little device, he discovered this small little device, which is like a cell phone. I manufacture it in India, and this is very simple, which gives you concentrated sun's energy in a spot where you have any disease. Let us say somebody has a heart attack. I just put it on the chest, where the heart is. Just put it there. It's just as big as this. And leave it there. In 2 days' time, the man walks home, because the heart cells become normal again. Suppose somebody has a stroke. Put it on the head where the stroke is, and after 2 days, the muscles come back, they start talking, and they walk. This man is Glenn Gordon. Very interesting thing. This is a very vital thing for which he had a patent, but he once called me, because we are very good friends for a number of years. He called me and said, you must come immediately to see me. He was calling me from the United States. I told him it's so difficult to come there. Now he said, no, you must come. So I went anyway. I met. He said, I'm going to give this to you. You manufacture it in India, do good to human beings. And I said, I can't afford it. He said, no patent money, free. Can you believe that? An American giving his patent and a vital thing free. Anyway, to cut the long story short, 3 days later, he meets with a massive accident and dies. So it's some premonition. So this is an energy pattern. Now, when your mind is happy, this is the picture of your own heart. How irregular the heart is. This is a heart rate in x-axis, same heart rate with a mathematical delay in the y-axis. Now, when you get a heart disease, this is what happens. See here, the heart hardly changes its rhythm. This is called a regular heart. And if your heart is absolutely regular, you will die. This man died 3 hours after this picture was taken. Now, we have done something more in the last 25 years. We have expanded that. This is a mathematics. I am not going into that. It's called the continuous wavelet pattern. You see this irregular pattern? That is health. You see the next one? This is death. Very interestingly, we have done a lot of work on breathing methods to see how the heart becomes normal. Next is the immune boosters. Vegetables, Ayurvedic, Panchakarma, and so many other things. Now, to publish all this, we have a journal, which is an international journal, and we have 15 people. If you see the names, they are all Nobel laureates and who's who in science. Now, the whole energy comes from the sun, and that sun's energy is given in this. Now, here is a surgeon who had 3 heart attacks, 2 bypass surgeries, could not get up from bed, and 2 days after this machine, 2 years now, he is fine. You see here, this is a police officer, senior police officer in India. He had a large abscess here, and this was all, whole thing was pus, and he was a diabetic, and the foot has to be amputated. He didn't want that. So he cleaned that stuff, and then put our machine there, and you see after 3 months, he has got a normal foot again. Here is a lady who had a block. There's a block completely here in the aorta. Just after the kidney things have come off. You look at the kidneys, they don't have a shape. Half the kidney doesn't get blood supply at all. So I put the machine on her umbilicus, and after 3 months, you see a large ponytail of new vessels have grown all around the place. And she has got normal again. She's walking any length of time now. If here she's a dancer, she slipped and cut her spine there. The sort of disc, major surgery. She didn't want that. And we put the machine on the back, and now she is dancing again. Now this is water. And water is a structure. And this is what you are taught in the school. Water is H2O. Is that right? And it's loose bonds there. And you can put any medicine molecule there. Now this, we can put anything. We put a silver nanoparticle there, so no germs can come. And see what happens now. This is a silver wire. You put little water there, stimulate it, you get silver nanoparticles. Now this is a boy who cut his finger. In America, it cost $60,000 to re-suture that finger. So this was a finger, 16th May 1995. We put the silver on top and then stimulated, changed the polarity. Now 3 days later, the finger is all cleaned. We didn't do nothing except the silver. And after that, the finger has grown half an inch. And you see the finger has grown almost full. And now you have the whole finger. And if you want to know what the finger was like, that's where it is. This is energy healing. And what is important, there's a message here. Each time you remove the bandage, there used to be a glistening stuff inside. We scrape it and send it to the lab. They say, we don't know where it is from. I said, we too don't know where it is from. Don't worry, but tell us what it is. After several laboratories, somebody said, oh, this is pluripotent stem cell. Mind you, human body can create its own stem cell like a salamander in your house. Have you seen a salamander cut its tail? It grows on its own. You and I can't do that because we get infected. And here is a method to avoid that, and you get a figure. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Professor Hegre. That was really very interesting. Let's give a big hand to Dr. Hegre. Thank you so much, Dr. Hegde. I really enjoyed your presentation. Now we will be having a very interesting topic by Dr. Arash Rashidi. And a little bit about Arash. He was born in Tehran. He did his BSc, MSc and PhD, all in nutritional sciences at Shahid Behishti University of Medical Sciences, Tehran. As a human nutrition student, Arash was initially very interested in biomedical sciences, but gradually he shifted his studies into nutrition, epidemiology, community nutrition, and food and nutrition policy and planning. In years, he's shown, so much enthusiasm with R&D and with developing new functional foods, etc. He is also doing his MBA program in Mahan Institute, and he has co-authored scientific articles in 17 local and international journals. On the other hand, he's a language lover and he enjoys learning French, and his hobbies are traveling and trekking. So let's put our hands together for Arash.
Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. First, thank to all the organizing committee to invite me for this conference. I'm going to talk about the relationship between meat and cancer, not because we are in a vegetarian conference and not because I'm an ovo-lacto vegetarian, but because this is one of the main issues in the world of nutrition. You know that I'm a nutritionist, and that's why different food items, different dietary patterns are important to us. 4 facts. Cancer is the second cause of death, mortality in the world in most societies. However, we know that in some societies, accidents and injuries are the second one. But in most societies, I can guess even in Emirates, in Iran, in this region, in Western world, cancer is the second one. But more than this, which you cannot find in any textbook, is the second fact. This is the first, let's say, cause of fear and anxiety. For healthy people, it may come up from somewhere, one day, nobody knows, and then the treatment is much tougher than coronary vascular disease as the first cause of mortality and death. And even it is a fear and anxiety for the family of the patient, even for the health staff. So in terms of the quality of life, it's very important to try something, make research or do research or find good, management alternatives to manage cancer. The third fact is, especially because of these two, and of course this is economy, this is business, billions of dollars each year is spent for research and management of cancer. The fourth one is nutrition and lifestyle play a major role. There is an estimation from the American scientists. They have shown that 30 to 40% of causes of cancer can be related to nutrition. And if we add other aspects of lifestyle like stress, like alcohol drinking, like cigarette smoking, then it would be a very big share of cause. Because of all those facts I mentioned, in this, let's say, decade, around 2000, there was a group of scientists. They gathered together with a big money and they tried to collect all information and research results to see which cancer can be related to which food items. And you can see the cover of the report of the research. And here I've brought the book. This is a joint activity by World Cancer Research Fund and American Institute for Cancer Research. Many scientists were in several universities in UK, in United States, in Italy, in Holland, Wageningen University. These great scientists tried to collect the valid research, put them together, review them, and draw their conclusion which food item can cause which or